Good morning, everyone. It's Rabbi Dovid Zirkind from the Riverdale Jewish Center with a brief Dvar Torah for Parshat Rabbi, hopefully a topic of conversation that you can share with your families around the Shabbos table this weekend. If you're already watching this video on YouTube, you're only a couple of clicks away from a whole genre of sports videos called People Are Awesome. And if you watch People Are Awesome and you're into sports videos like these, you'll notice that there are some incredibly talented people out there. People who have probably dedicated their entire lives to mastering one sport or even one trick within that sport. It's the kind of talent that you would think no human being is capable of. But when they dedicate themselves to it for such a long time, with so much commitment and so much effort, they're really able to accomplish a feat that is pretty awesome. It's not just in the realm of sports, but throughout world history, human beings have really accomplished tremendous talents and created tremendous skills and contributed amazing gifts throughout our history. And the question that I've been thinking about this week is, how is it that some human beings are able to exceed their potential and some of us are still struggling, unable to achieve our potential in life? And I think one of the keys to thinking about the question of potential can be found in Parshat Rabbi. The Torah tells us that farmers over a number of years have to bring Meiser Sheni to Yerushalayim. They take 10% of their crops and they bring it to the Beis HaMikdash, and they celebrate in a festive way with the crops that they harvested in their own fields. And yet, the Torah tells us in our Parsha that if the crops are too heavy and the trip is too long, they can exchange their crops for money and they can spend money in Yerushalayim instead. The Rav Moshe Alshich, in his 16th century commentary to the Chumash, he asked the question, why is it that some farmers are capable of making it to Yerushalayim and other farmers aren't capable of making it? Why is it too heavy and too long of a trip for some and others seem to be able to make it? And he says we have to go back and read those psukim very carefully. The Torah tells us in our Parsha, Ki yirbeh mimcha haderech, if the trip is too great for you, Ki lo suchal se'eso, because the produce is too heavy to carry that long of a distance. But why is the trip too great? And why is the produce too heavy? Says Rav Moshe Alshich, Ki yirchak mimcha hamakom. As the Torah continues and tells us the place is too far, not the place, not Yerushalayim, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hamakom, Hashem, is too distant from us. If a person is connected to Hashem, if a person is inspired to be in Yerushalayim, if they're excited about being in the Beis HaMikdash, they could travel halfway across the world. It doesn't matter how heavy the crops are, how full the wagons are. None of it matters, because they want to be in the Beis HaMikdash. They want to celebrate in Yerushalayim. They're going to make it. But when a person feels disconnected, when they feel distant from Hashem, all of a sudden the roads seem very long, the crops seem very heavy to schlep, the weather's not so great, maybe I'll go next year. When human beings are excited, they can accomplish tremendous amounts. And when we feel distant, unmotivated, unexcited, things feel almost impossible to accomplish. Rav Moshe Alshich teaches us in our Parsha that if you want to measure a human being's potential, don't look at their talent, measure their passion. When we're excited, when we're inspired, when we're engaged, we can accomplish tremendous amounts. And when we're bored, unmotivated, uninspired, we feel lazy, incapable, or exhausted. The key is not to figure out how talented we are, but it's to cultivate a sense of passion about the things in life that are most meaningful to us. Especially during challenging times, we have to work twice as hard to think about what it means to be passionate family members, passionate community members, passionate about our careers, and passionate about our faith. If we can cultivate a sense of excitement, a sense of motivation, a pride and a passion about the things in life that matter, we will find that the talent is already well within us to accomplish tremendous things. The lesson from our Parsha, and a lesson that I think is particularly resonant with us right now, is that the key to our success is to untap not the talent, but the passion. Let's work that much harder this week to think about the areas where we need more energy, more excitement, and more spirit. And hopefully we'll find that if we can untap some of that passion, all those goals that seemed so lofty and out of reach will turn out to be much more achievable than we thought. Thanks for watching. As always, I wish everyone a wonderful Shabbos, and we look forward to seeing you back at the RJC very soon.